it looking like to you on the Nifty first?
Yeah, we are ending on a very high note, or a decent note, I would say,
Yeah.
for the indices. And for the first time in the last, I think, 2 months or so, we are seeing the momentum being intact on the indices. Because earlier there were days where the markets have opened with a gap up. We've climbed up 100, 150 odd points. But the immediate, next successive day for the index was actually a day where the index almost reversed the entire gains. We were discussing this, I think, some time back also, that the markets were doing more of flip-flop. When there is one day of a strong gain, the immediate day for the markets was more on the reversing side. But this time around, the last 3 days, we've managed to recover somewhere around 200, 400 points from 25,750 levels to 26,150, 200 mark where we closed yesterday. And in that too, we have seen two gap ups for the indices. So, and both these gap ups have not been filled for the index. That, I believe, is a positive sign. Also, I think the effects of rollovers will start to play off for the markets. That, I think, could probably happen in a much more positive manner, because you've ended the last 2 or 3 months more or less sideways in a range for the index, almost like a 400 to 500 point range for the Nifty. So I believe that there could be a very strong case that start of 2026 or the end of December 2025, we could be ending this, I would say, 3 months of grinding consolidation and potentially starting off a new trend.
So Kunal, looking ahead and considering that you do chart or rather map the charts of both gold and silver as well, what do you think is now in store for us after this triple-digit move that we've seen in silver and the catch-up trade which you hinted at, mid this year has already played out so beautifully?
So I think now, in terms of silver expectations, my expectation is that start of 2026, maybe the first 1.5 odd month, we can expect that there could be a final rally which could happen into the silver prices. I'm not saying final rally in the sense, a rally which could probably term the euphoria part for the silver rally, and then we are looking at a massive consolidation over here for the silver prices. Because, we were discussing this point, there was a 3 standard deviation difference between gold and silver ratio. We've come back to the mean. Now silver is going to that zone of outperformance. So there will be a point where silver will be at a 1 standard deviation, or maybe at a 2 standard deviation with respect to gold. We've already seen that difference, right? In gold, we are at 1,37,000. Silver is almost at 2,09,000, 10,000. Yeah. So that difference has already happened for the silver prices. So there's bound to be a point where, say, in the mid of Jan or mid of Feb, we will reach that slight extreme on silver prices. That's where the prices will start to cool off a little bit. But this is the new normal. So that 2 lakh rupees, what we are seeing on silver prices, I think should be the new normal.
And so you've said the timing of it is going to be Jan or Feb. Is there a number in terms of the price which we should look out for at 2 standard deviations, or is that too hard to call?
It's too hard to call, because in dollar terms, I think it comes to around 74, 75 for the silver prices. We are at almost 69.5.
That is correct.
Yes. Thereabouts for the silver prices. So if we extrapolate maybe a 5% to 6% jump on the silver prices, then you're looking at maybe another 10,000 to 13,000 being added to the rupee prices.
Got it. So maybe $74, $75 on the ounce, where silver is concerned. So maybe another 7 to 8% more to go with regard to that rally.
Okay, that's that on the multi-asset strategy. But Kunal, the question is, what do you do today? Another day of consolidation, or are we going to push higher?
No, I think we are likely to push higher, I would sense, because most of the index signals which you look out for have started to signal signs of a breakout. But I'm betting on the auto pack over here, and 2 stocks which I would recommend from the auto pack. One of them is Maruti. I strongly sense that we could be looking at a sort of a breakout back again for Maruti after months of the stocks consolidating from those August, September highs. So that, I believe, could be an interesting bet. 16,500 thereabouts is where the stock has closed on yesterday's trading session. So we look out for 17,200, 17,500 as a target range for Maruti, and stop loss could be kept at 16,000 mark. And apparently Tata Motors PV, something which you betted on a couple of days back also, I think it's looking extremely attractive. Indicators coming back from a deep oversold territory, the stock into a mean reversion, strong 3 candlestick patterns, which we call it on the bullish side. That, I believe, could probably play a very strong positive effect for Tata Motors PV in the near term. So we'd look out for targets in the range of 370, stop us at 340.
Okay, on that note, let's take